If you guys are not willing to lose her, you are never, ever going to keep her. And I say this because a lot of men get this thing in their head where they think that if I keep chasing her, even if I have her, then she's gonna stay with me, she's gonna want me no matter what. That is not true. Most guys get this shit wrong all the time, and I always say we don't chase women. In this video, guys, I'm gonna break down the 5 high-level masculine traits that completely flips the script, and it's gonna get her to chase you instead. So I'm gonna give you guys a brief story, and I always like to say these stories because it just relates to you guys more, and I feel like a lot of guys go through this shit and they don't personally wanna explicitly express themselves, and I'm the type of guy that's going to tell you exactly the shit that I've been through, right? I remember a time years ago where a girl that I was talking to, I liked her so much. I was at a point where I was texting her good morning. I was texting her constantly throughout the day because she wasn't responding to me. And at that time, I heard the worst advice ever, which was if you really like a girl, you have to chase her. You have to make her the prize so she gets to be with you and she wants you. And that was one of the worst advice ever because I used this advice with a girl that I was texting all the time and she stopped talking to me. And she never exactly told me why she stopped talking to me until later on, she told her friend, and her friend told me, because her friend liked me, told me that, oh, she didn't like you because you were being too clingy. You were chasing her too much. You were constantly texting her. And I was like, but I really liked her. I wanted to show her that I like her so she can see that I'm not like every other guy. But unfortunately, guys, that was the worst advice ever. And as you can see, I didn't end up being with the girl. I didn't get with the girl because I fucked up. And that's the moment I realized that chasing a woman is the worst thing you can ever do. You never want to chase a woman. You want her to chase you instead because you want to be the prize. And that's why I made this video, guys, so you guys don't waste your time and money on women, chasing them and everything like that. Now, guys, real quick, before we get into the video, I want to give you guys something for free, okay? So in this free blueprint that I made, I teach you guys exactly on what to wear when you're going on a first date or even what you want to wear to get a girl's attention, okay? To get a girl's attention, to make yourself look more masculine and more attractive. Click the link in the description so you can get that free guide today. Now, guys, let's get to number 1, and that is going to be to have the ability to walk away, to have full control. Okay, this one's going to be very powerful, and a lot of men don't know this and are not doing this. This is why they're seeing failures in their relationships. This is why they're seeing no success with women because they're constantly chasing her. You got to be the guy that is willing to walk away no matter what. You have to show her that you don't care. And it sucks to say because some guys are going to say, hey, I don't think so. I think a woman should see that I care about her. Yes, to a certain extent. But you should be the one to have the ability to walk away from any relationship. You want to show her that you don't need her. This is what's going to get her to chase you even more. And this is the mistake that most guys make too early on. They start chasing, they start to be overcommitted, they start to show all these red flags early just so they don't lose the girl. And guys, let me tell you something. You're actually pulling her away by showing all these signs early because no woman wants to be with a guy that is chasing them, that is over delivering too much, right? And you don't want to do this early on because when you do, she will leave. Do it only to a certain point. And I say this, guys, because this happened to me before, right? Where I've noticed that the more I chased women, the more, like, let's say I was in a relationship, or if I'm talking to a girl who I'm always texting, always telling her, hey, I want to see you, what you doing, hey, how was your day, blah blah blah, and I'm doing this constantly because she's not responding. Women don't like that. And the result that I got from that was that they completely stopped talking to me. They left me cold turkey, and I was not proud of it. And I was just asking myself, what exactly did I do? Like, am I too ugly? Do I just not have the looks? Like, what is it, right? But then when I completely shifted that mindset and started to be a person where it's not about exactly what I'm providing or giving her in the beginning, it's more about having the ability to not care. Being able to walk away from the relationship or the girl that I'm talking to, because the minute you show that to her, it's going to bring her more and more and more to you, right? Now, some girls are going to say, oh, that's like a psychological trick that you're doing. Listen, it's not about psychological trick. Nowadays, guys, dating isn't how you guys see in the 90s, 80s movies where the guy takes the girl on a beautiful dinner date and, you know, shows her that he's going to give her the world and she's his world and everything. It's not like that anymore, right? Unfortunately, dating has gotten so much harder nowadays because women expect so much from men, as well as what men expect from women, right? But for you to stand out and for you to have a good relationship, for you to actually want the girl that you want, you have to change your mindset and change your strategy. Dating is all about strategy now. You need to go into the mindset where you are not afraid to to lose a woman, because the moment you feel like you're afraid to lose her is the moment you're gonna lose. She's gonna leave you, she's gonna cheat on you, do all these things. And this is what's gonna end up happening, guys, if you don't take this advice from me, is that you are gonna end up tolerating disrespect, you're going to lose your self-worth, and she's going to test you even harder, and you're going to keep failing because you ignored to walk away, or to have that feeling of showing her to walk away. I'm not necessarily saying for you to cut the relationship and cut the girl 100%, but the minute you see a red flag, you should already be at a point where you're like, I'm leaving this girl, and I'm not scared to leave her because I know I'm the man that can go out there and get more women. That is the type of energy that you have to have, and the way you should be moving from now on, starting today. And if you use this trait, she's going to see you as a man with options. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, but women don't like guys that are with different women. Now, I'm not necessarily saying you should be with 20 girls at the same time in a relationship, because number one, that's time consuming, and number two, you're going to be spending a lot of money. So what I mean is having the ability to have options. If you are still that man that looks like he can get more women, women want you even more. Because if you put yourself at a point where you look like a guy that can't get women, women are not going to want you. I don't care what you guys hear about women saying like, oh, I want a guy that's for me and only, and I want him to have a dad bod and this and that. No, you are going to remain the guy that you were before, the good looking guy. He's got his attraction, he's got his confidence. You want to continue to have this. This way, you can continue to attract her. And if she comes up with some bullshit, you leave her, and you're going to continue to start attracting other women that you want. But once you take back your power, how do you keep it? And it's not just about walking away. It's about how you carry yourself under pressure, which leads me to trait number 2, and that is to have emotional control. That right there, my friends, is one of the attractions, to have emotional control. Now, women are always going to test you. Unfortunately, they're always going to test your emotions emotionally all the time. And that is not because women are evil or they purposely want to hurt you or see you go down. It's not necessarily that. Now, some women are evil, right? Not all of them, but some are. It's not exactly that, but it's for them to feel your strength, to see how far you can go. And guys, I'm gonna tell you this, a lot of women do this. All right, I've been through that. I've seen some women do this. They've done this to me several times. I'll give you an example. Some of them will even give you a little argument. They're not even annoyed at you. They just do this to see how you're going to react. If she starts to pull away, do you panic? Do you start to get very anxious? Do you start to blow up her phone? If she gets cold for a day and doesn't respond to you, do you get needy? All these little things, guys, is a test. Women are always gonna put you to this test. Fortunately, that's the reality. Women do this so they can see your strength. Because a lot of guys make this mistake where if they feel like it's not perfect, like the relationship's not perfect, and she just stops texting you like that, and you guys just started talking, and she does these little signs, you're gonna start panicking, and she's not gonna want you, man. She's gonna end up leaving you. Why do you think women go with the guys who are more mysterious, more silent? Because these men already know the game. They know that if they are not emotionally invested too much in the relationship or the woman they start dating, then she's gonna chase you even more. And I've tried this before, guys. This is why I know. I remember this one girl that I used to talk to, right? She was bad. She was pretty and she had a really good personality. And I started to notice that I didn't want to lose her because I wanted to continue to have sexual relationship with her and, have a good time, go out with her. So what I would do is I wouldn't text her every single day. After the first date, this is exactly what I did. I didn't even text her. She drove there, I drove there. She went home and I was going home. Literally like 2, maybe not 2, I'm exaggerating. I think it was like 5 minutes after I think I was already, after the day I was driving for like 20 minutes and she was texting me. She's like, I really like the day, I want to see you again. I didn't even reply because I know that if I reply, she's going to think that I'm really on my phone. Like, oh my God, I'm on my phone. I want to see if she texts me. No, I waited till I got home. And I already finished showering and I was already dressed. I was in bed. Like then I would probably text like I had a real good time. That's it. And then I wouldn't even say goodnight. I would say that and just to keep her wanting and waiting for my message. I'm not giving her the message till the next day. She wants that guy more than the guy's like, oh my God, I had a really fun time as well. Oh my God, I want to see you again. Can I see you tomorrow? What time are you free? Or can I see you on Saturday? She'd rather be with the guy who was very calm, said that he had a good time as well, and kind of left her hanging a little bit, right? Not too much, but just a little bit. And you create that suspense. You remain mysterious. This way she stays with you, wants you, craves you, and chases you even more. And the minute I started doing this, she wanted to see me all the time. She started coming to me. She wanted to start paying for my meals. She called her job like 3 times and called out sick. Who's sick 3 times in like 6 months? She was sick just to see me. So this is a very powerful skill that you guys can do. incentives for her to chase you. But just make sure you're careful with your emotions, because if she does any little things that's going to keep you like, why is she not texting me, or why is she not this, why is she not that, you are going to lose. All right. And I don't want to see you guys do that, because a lot of guys fall under this trap. Don't do it. But emotional strength, guys, isn't enough on its own. What you need is a life that's going to draw her in as well. And we're going to talk about that number 3. And that is to build a life she has to join, not become your life. I've said this plenty of times in the past, guys, and that is to never, ever make a woman your world. I'm going to say this again. Never make a woman your world. When you guys tell women, oh, you are my world, I can't live without you, it makes me want to throw up in my own mouth and then swallow it back in. You don't want to do that, guys, because this shows her that, number one, you are desperate. A lot of guys make this mistake in showing a woman that because of her, he's living. It shouldn't ever be like that. You want her to be a part, I'm gonna say it again, a part of your world. Not your world, but a part. You want to have the life that she wants to be in, that she wants to be in your life. Not you making her your life. Everything revolves around her. No, don't make that mistake. Women are going to chase men who already have a world on their own that they want to join. Right? And what does this mean exactly? A lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, I gotta be a millionaire, I gotta have all this money. Not necessarily, right? You guys are getting this all mixed up with social media telling you guys that you gotta make all this money to get all the women. Sure, you can to a certain point, but you're still not gonna learn dating. You are only gonna pay through dating, and that is not what you should be doing, paying women to love you. You want women to emotionally want you and chase you and be with you. The world that you want to have is a life of purpose, value, mission, and growth, right? You need to have some sort of purpose in your life. You shouldn't be living your life day by day. Not a guy that just wants to be home all the time, go to parties, drinks. That is not purpose. Purpose is you wanting to get to another level in your life, whether it's opening up a business, whether it's getting into the next corporate job that you want, or whether it's to get to that supervisor rank, or whether it is to get any other position that you want, or you want to start something new, you want to open up a company, whatever it is, you need to have a mission, because that is what's going to draw her. It's not necessarily you having all this money. It's about you having a purpose in your life. If you're just running your life day by day, women don't like that. Women want a guy that's driven. That is what's going to get her to want you. They want to be a part of that journey, right? The right woman, at least, not every woman, but the right woman is going to want to be a part of that journey. A woman loves to see her man work. And I'm not saying you slaving 12 hours a fucking day at work. I'm talking about you being at work, but also doing something else on the side. You want to build your life, because that is what's going to attract her even more. She's going to be more attracted. She's like, damn, this guy, he isn't like any guy. He is the guy. You want to be the guy. This is the thing, guys. If she feels like you are making her your entire purpose in the world, she is going to feel like you're using her to fulfill your life. Women don't like to be used. Women don't want to be used. Women don't like that. So you don't want to show her that. You don't want to show her that you need her to have this life. Never want to do that. Because once she starts feeling like this, she's going to lose all respect for you, and she's going to end up leaving you. Worst of all, she might end up even cheating on you. So to avoid this, don't make her the center of your attention. She should not be your purpose to keep moving forward. You need to show her that. Now, let's just say she is in your world now. She needs to feel this next thing, and that is your leadership. But it has to come from the right place, which leads me to trait number 4, and that is going to be to lead without forcing it. Now, many guys are going to get this mixed up, because a lot of guys think leadership means to control everything. No, you don't want to be a controlling guy either. Women don't like that, all right? Don't be controlling. Don't be like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's not about exactly what your intentions are and what you're saying to her. It's about how you're saying it, all right? That's very important, because again, women are emotional. Women are not like men. We are very logical. When a guy tells me something like, you're fucking fat, I'm like, fuck, I gotta get up. I gotta do what I gotta do and get this shit rolling so I can lose some weight. But if you tell a woman that you're fucking fat, she's gonna start crying, or she's gonna hate you forever because you called her fat, right? Women are not the same, because they're very emotional, right? So you don't necessarily want to tell her what to do. You gotta show her what you want her to do. And that is what separates you from a regular person to a leader. A person leads and shows with example and is not controlling, right? You don't want to be like her boss. You want to be her leader. People love leaders. People want to be led. Women want to be led. Women want you to put your hand out and say, follow me. That's what a woman wants. And you're probably asking yourself, how do I do this, Mike? Well, for starters, you need to plan everything out. You need to plan the dates. You need to know how to make decisions. How do you make your decisions? response? Are you overthinking too much? Are you like, oh my God, oh my gosh, I do it, should I do it? Women don't like that. Women want a man that's like, fuck, this can go this way, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna figure it out. That right there is a man and a leader. Someone that's always like, oh, I don't know. You don't want that. How do you expect to lead her when you can't even lead yourself? Put it that way. And to be masculine, guys, is about having a good sense of direction, not domination, not just doing whatever. It's about having some sort of direction. Because if you ignore this and you don't show the signs of a leader, guess who's gonna be leading the relationship? Her. And unfortunately, guys, you never want a woman to lead the relationship. You're a man. You must lead the relationship, not her. She shouldn't be holding your hand and say, follow me, babe. How does that look? It looks stupid. You should be the one that puts your hand out and say, come here, baby, follow me. Oh, babe, I don't know how to do this. It's all right. Let me fix it for you. Better yet, don't even try to fix everything for her. Listen to her, then teach her. You know what? This is how you do it, babe. So next time you go through something like this, you can do it, but you still help her even when she's going through that same mistake again. If she's going through that same problem again, you still help her, but you just show her that you're teaching her. This way you don't think she's stupid, so she can feel like, oh, you know what, I can do this on myself. She probably won't be able to, but you do this to show her that she can, right? But if you don't do this, guys, you don't lead, she is going to take the upper hand and she's going to start leading the relationship, and that's the relationship is going to go down, brother. And you're going to end up feeling like you're the follower, and that is going to put your ego all the way down, guys. You guys might start getting into arguments and stuff, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you show up as a leader. Show her that she should feel safe with you, and she is going to show feminine energy no matter what, because you are leading her the correct way, and she's going to get more attracted to you. And you're never ever going to have to prove yourself. You are going to be the guy. You are going to end up being the guy that she ends up choosing and staying with you and chasing. Now, once she sees your strength, how do you keep her craving you long term? And that all falls down to this last trait, and that is going to be to stay slightly unpredictable. Now, if you guys have gotten this far in the video, it's because you saw all these signs, all these traits, and that is all beginner steps going into intermediate. But if you want the advanced shit, I'm going to give it to you right now to make her chase you long term. This way, you have it all dialed in the beginning, and it's just going to keep her to chase you. All right. And this is the one thing that I'm going to tell you. Women love spontaneous shit, right? So you have to remain spontaneous. Now, this is something that you don't do every single day. You don't do this all the time. This is something that you time well. Let's say you are with a girl that you get into a relationship. Maybe let's say you guys are married. How do you get her to chase you even more, right? Because I'm gonna tell you this. Once you're married, once you're in a relationship, you're going to have the same routine all the time, right? That is gonna be going to work, seeing the wife, having dinner with her. Maybe you have kids, spending time with kids. It's the same routine every single day. You're also working on your mission that you want also on the side, right? You're doing all these things. Everything is gonna end up feeling the same, right? So you want to be spontaneous. You want to still be the guy that she was attracted to from day one. You don't want to do everything that you did when you started with her, but you want to continue to be spontaneous. So what does that mean? The example that I'm going to give you is pretty simple. If you always call her, let's say during your break at work, or you call her when you're on your way to work, right? What you're going to do is you're going to call her at a time that she wouldn't expect you to call. Say you're off from work and maybe she's at the gym or something or wherever. Let's say she's out somewhere alone, right? Let's just say, call her out of nowhere, like in the middle, when she least expects. And just call her and say something small like, can I tell you something? And she'll be like, sure. Did I ever tell you that you aren't just my wife, but you are my best friend? And life with you it's like a roller coaster. You know, we have our ups and downs, but I love you. And you are just a great person to be with. I'll give you that. Bro, say something like that. Simple. You guys may think, oh, that's corny, bro. Saying something like that is different, right? Instead of saying like, I love you, like you're giving her an explanation, you're giving her an analogy, right? Whatever, however the fuck you guys want to say, right? And she's gonna be like, whoa, what? Oh my God, okay. And bro, you'll be surprised, right? And not necessarily just live the married life, but also live the life like you guys are dating, right? Yeah, go on those dates. Be like, hey, 8 p.m., be ready. You're not doing anything at that time. I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna go here. That's it. Don't even say the place. Fuck it. Just be like, be ready at this time. Pick her up, go on a date, and act like you just met her. Do that. Date your woman. Be spontaneous. She won't see this coming. A lot of marriages and relationships fail because they continue to not have the spark anymore, right? Some people will say like, oh, we just lost it. We try to fix it, this and that, but it's because they stopped trying, right? Of course, a woman should try, but you are the man of the relationship. Women get bored easily, okay? Women get bored. So be spontaneous. And this is the problem, guys. If you don't do this, if you don't do these things, she's going to lose respect for you over time. She's going to stop caring for you as much. Maybe she'll still care, but she won't have that desire like she used to anymore. This is why a lot of marriages fail and women start cheating or having affairs with other people, because there's no spark. You got to continue to have that spark, right? Now, I don't condone cheating at all, right? But this increases the chances of it. And I'm not necessarily saying it and saying that, oh, like, Mike, she shouldn't be cheating at all. And you're right. No, she shouldn't, right? That's why you got to make sure you pick your woman wisely. But to avoid any problems or any divorce or anything, right, you have to still show her that you're dating in a way, right? You still have that spark. You want to be spontaneous. You don't want her to see your every step, because if it's something that's predictable, she is not going to have that desire for you as much. People are weird, right? When it's something so suspenseful, like, oh, what's next? What's next? What's next? That's the thrill that we love. We love that feeling, that thrill feeling. So she's going to love that feeling as well. So make sure that you don't do everything as a routine either, right? Be spontaneous, but still have a stable relationship. And doing all this, guys, she's going to continue to chase you, continue to chase you no matter what. Now you guys know the 5 masculine traits that's going to flip the script to have her chase you. But here's the thing, guys. A lot of guys will watch this video and will watch it and be like, you know what? I agree with everything this guy in the blue shirt is saying, but they don't do anything about it, right? They still stick to their old patterns. They continue to chase women. They say, well, I'm going to do this, and they don't end up doing it. And listen, not everyone's the same way. Unfortunately, it takes people some time to be able to make that change, right? This is why I offer dating consultations with you guys, right? If you're a man who is busy professional, working hard in your career, and you feel like you haven't had dating experience in the past, and you feel like you've been making so many mistakes where you are constantly chasing women, or you're spending too much money on women, and you feel like all these women for some reason don't want to be with you, I want you guys to click the link in the pinned comments, and you can apply for a free dating consultation with me to see if we can help you. We will go over your whole game plan and see exactly where you are right now, and to get you to have the dating life that you want. I'll see you guys in the call, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.